Party all night is the best of the best friend weekend. We can party all night is the best of the best friend weekend. We can party all night. Shout out the whole podcast crew. Everybody already know what it do. When you really gotta kill it, ain't nobody gonna feel it. When you really gotta tell them it's my crew. It's best friend weekend. We can party all night. We got Rog Smuve and Los, Rumble, Aldo NICE is the uncle.
I'm not special. I'm not different than anybody else. You know, I don't go against the grain. And, you know, with that out the way, I be off that power tough, bro. I can't wait till a new drop. I'm on that shit, bro. I love that show. And, you know, naturally, this week I was looking for the latest episode. And when I couldn't find it, I was just touched. And with that, just brings me to my next point. You know, over the past couple years, you know, just with the plot being so thick and shit being so gas how it is, I just drew accustomed to just getting off that power when it drop again, you know, each season. And with that being said and this coming to an end, them boys got to get together and put some stuff together because they just can't leave us without no power once it's all said and done, especially since we're nearing the end.
I say, whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. It's your man Aldo NICE.
It's your boy Rog Smuve.
Wow, it's your boy Los, a.k.a. C.A.P.
Oh, whoa.
Los,
You heard him.
Oh. I switched
Hey, man, that Rumble, I don't know, Rumble. I think I disagree, man. So there's been I don't think this is the last season of Power, is it?
Yes.
Nah, yeah, but he having a bunch of spinoffs. The Book of Power, some Power book or something like that. It's gonna be a bunch of spinoffs. So I think they're about to go into
like I said, mid-season finale or something, right? Then they're doing some other stuff.
No, I think they're about to go into doing the backlog of how everybody's story kind of came to the actual show Power. That's what I think they're about to do.
Oh, okay. So it's like a prelude type thing, maybe. Okay, prequel.
Something like
Could
that.
be. Like, I think it's going to be, I don't even know, I don't watch it, I don't have anything, I don't really know much about it, but if you watch Breaking Bad, right after Breaking Bad, they did Better Call Saul, and it was pretty much like the prequel to Breaking Bad, and it was all about Saul, the lawyer. So I don't know what it's going to be, but his name is
actually Jimmy. He ain't turned to Saul yet, right? Jimmy something.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't watch
the show is Better Call Saul.
Oh, I thought you watched it the way you said it, because it's like that's one of them.
No, I never got to it yet. But all I'm saying is this is the last season of Power.
Okay, so yeah, Better Call Saul is awesome. Just throw that out there. Way better than Power. I love Power.
Wow.
But I'm gonna put something out there about Power. I feel like every good TV show, every great TV show, every TV show that we talk about from years to come, always, well, not all of them, but most of them come to a point where they get dumb. They fall off. It's a thing. Like, Game of Thrones was the shit. The last season fell off. Like, after, like, it fell off. It wasn't the same show no more. It wasn't live. I feel like I could go on and on with a list of shows that we like,
Sopranos.
Oh, yeah. Like, I never watched all the
Sopranos
Sopranos, so I really don't know if it fell off. Did it ever fall off, or was it good beginning to end?
Yeah, it started to fall
off.
The end.
The last season wasn't what it was.
Okay. So
controversial. Yeah,
so there you go. I would think the one show in my mind that didn't, to me, is The Wire. I feel like even season 5.
The Wire stayed consistent.
Yeah. I mean, people had they didn't like season 2 with the docs, and they didn't like season 5 with the newspaper, but still the subplot, people were still trying to figure out what Marlo had gone with Snoop and Mike and all them, and, you know, the kids. It still was live all the way through the end. I think Power fell off like pretty much the end of last season. It's not that I feel like I'm watching it just to watch it.
Yeah, I think when you have a show who has been successful like Power has, and you always got some shit going, it's hard as hell to try to keep people interested doing some extra shit. I think sometimes you just, instead of keeping it simple, you just try to go a little bit too far, and you be like, all right, that didn't make no sense. What's that show everybody used to get together and watch and have watch parties for that got really, really weird?
You talking about Lost? No.
Nah, it was on what you call it. It was about the president, the white president was with the black girl. Scandal.
Okay.
Oh.
Scandal had got crazy after a while. He's like, all right, enough of this stupid shit. Like
Scandal.
like aliens and shit.
No, but I honestly, that left my memory how much people like people used to talk about Scandal.
Yeah.
Like they talk about Power.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scandal was crazy. They used to have whole parties about Scandal. Yeah, so.
No, you're right. And but certain, I mean, and that kind of goes to it. Like I think Power, the like people talk about this, but for my money, the one part of Power that always is like it. Oh my God, it makes me sick. Whenever Ghost go into G.I. Joe mode, and me and you talked about this, Los, when he put on that vest,
black, come on, man,
and he started running around shooting people in broad daylight. It's like, come on, Ghost. Like,
no,
it's not
you know,
true.
he always take off exercising. That would make it so funny. Like he get a quick little 21-year-old stretch, and then take off running. Man, we know Ghost 47 years old.
I don't know. I feel like to the rest of America, that's Ghost. But for me, that's going to always be
Shabu.
Always going to be Shuvu to me. My cousin Shuvu.
He say, what Mike kept saying, he said, that's real? That's that good shit? Then he put it on his gums.
He said, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's that good shit? Yeah. That's the good shit.
Yeah. Give me some more of that.
What Eddie Winslow name was? I don't even remember in that movie, but that was.
He don't have a name.
You don't have no name?
No.
He just, I ain't catch your name. I ain't throw it.
I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Wood Harris is probably like I'm gonna say he's my favorite actor, but I got other actors that I like better than him. But that man is like up there.
So let's stop.
Little BT daddy.
Okay, stop. What's your favorite Wood Harris role? Look, I'm gonna give you 4 to choose from because it better be one of these 4. Can I give you, or do you want to just throw it out? Up to you.
No, give me 4.
So I really like Wood Harris in the movie that we talking about right now, Next Day Air.
Okay.
I really liked him in that.
Okay.
But of course, my favorite Wood Harris role is the movie, like the one. The one. I can't think of it, but you know which one I'm talking about.
No, I don't, because there's so many.
Paid. He got paid.
Oh, paid in full. Ace Boogie. Okay.
Oh yeah, he was good in that.
Okay, you could have went with old left side, strong side. Oh, remember the Titans, Wood Harris. you got remember the Titans, Wood Harris.
I didn't like that because he didn't look believable in his football uniform. I didn't believe him. I didn't believe him.
Did he look better? Did he look better
B team
in his basketball uniform? Motal on above the rim when they go handle your business. When he had to,
he didn't look.
Okay, that's another peak Wood Harris. Okay, we got Avon Barksdale on The Wire.
I'm rocking with that one.
That's not. We don't get no vote for that one. I feel like that's.
I didn't watch The Wire, so
I'm rocking with The Wire, Daddy. I'm rocking with that one.
And I'm missing one. I just had one. You said Next Day Air is one other one that's obvious that is Wood Harris.
He was on Creed.
that's old latter day Wood Harris, but I'll go with that too. That's old Wood Harris. I'm missing one. It was in my head just now. Y'all had me. I had the all of the Wood Harris roles lined up. I could Google it, but I just want to go off the above the rim. We got the Remember the Titans. We got the what y'all just said, Paid in Full. Remember, damn. Okay, I'm done. I lost them all.
Above the Rim. You got Above the Rim. Remember the Titans, Paid in Full,
and The Wire.
And you said The Wire.
The Wire, okay.
And Creed.
No, nobody said Creed. You said Creed.
What? I'm not nobody.
Oh, you're somebody. You
I
are
didn't even
somebody.
remember that man in Creed.
You are somebody. Yeah. So okay.
The man apparently was in Ant-Man too.
You mean the first one, Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Mm-hmm. Ant-Man. That's like the third.
But you said Ant-Man 2.
Also.
Oh.
Why y'all so stupid, man?
Anyway, I know we was talking about Power, but Wood Harris is way liver than Shabu. Oh, Next Day Air was the 5th one. But anyway, long story short, there you go, man. Power. Before
you go,
go ahead.
The New Edition story.
Oh, he was
Wood Harris was kind of dope too.
Was he the uncle?
You know what though? Hey, you know what? You ain't wrong when you're right though, Raj. You're not wrong when you're right. You're not wrong when you're right.
Hey man. So all I have to say, Wood Harris he's also Wood Harris. He could bring back Power.
Nah. He
No?
gotta relax.
That's not
I don't want to see. He can't take out running. I don't want to see him start running. Like,
he not
you know,
athletic.
power
If they bring
before you
back
kill
power
people.
and name it energy, and then make Wood Harris be apparition or somebody like that, then I'll be all for it. I'll
They
probably
bring
watch
back
it.
energy. They gotta bring.
Are you a
Russell
ghost?
Westbrook on
And
it.
me an apparition? Be a specter. Anyway, it's I agree, Rumble. I watch Power every week. Power just kind of fell off to me. I'm just waiting for it to be finished. Like
But
The
you
Walking
know,
Dead. I still watch The Walking Dead because I'm just ready for it to be finished. Like, wrap up some loose ends. Tommy can't go around shooting up people's house with a machine gun in an
And
apartment
nobody comes to the
complex
door
and just
at
get
all.
away with it. Like this.
Hey, I think the problem is Comcast trying to cut Starz off. Comcast and somebody else. Comcast and Xfinity. They're trying to get rid of Starz or something. They haven't come
Just
to
the
an
same
agreement.
company, Los.
Yeah, but I'm saying they said it both on them when I read the post.
So it didn't move the needle when Tyreek making videos trying to tell y'all to keep the network. Ain't nobody trying to hit Tyreek anyway.
Don't nobody like Tyreek right now, man.
I mean, and I didn't see, like, when the NFL Network got cut from Uverse, I didn't see Peyton Manning making commercials saying, "Hey, look, ask your provider," because the NFL don't give a shit because they got money, I guess.
I mean,
That's
they
the real
just send you the app. Hey, everybody who had we send you the app. You'll find it. Fuck. I'll go somewhere and watch it.
Go somewhere.
Fuck.
Was that the NFL's official statement when Uverse canceled the NFL Network? They said, "Go somewhere and watch that shit."
No, they said that's cool. They said, "Bet, go somewhere and watch it, y'all." Fuck.
It's football.
Somebody got it.
It's football.
Yeah,
it's on
somebody got
somewhere.
it. Somebody got it.
Turn off your Wi-Fi settings. We'll give it to you for free. Man, y'all
Free
stupid,
Wi-Fi.
man. All right, let's talk about some things that burned my Boudin this week, man. Some of them are like I had a really eventful week of Burns Boudin's things. We told y'all could have sent something in. I only got 2 people who hit me up, and then both of them said, "Man, I got something fire for you," but they never followed up. So hey, you don't make the podcast if you don't. We don't make the call if you don't ball. That's all I'm saying, right? So first thing that burned my Boudin. If we go to a place that's like a business setting or a work setting, and they have iced tea, specifically if you black, but all races included, if you put sugar in your iced tea, that burns my Boudin.
Sugar in your sweet iced tea or sugar in your non-sweet iced tea?
Sugar in your non-sweet iced tea.
Okay.
It just burns my Boudin.
Explain.
I mean, I just feel like
I
think I made a conscious decision when I started working around my people that when you have iced tea with like a non-flavored iced tea, it's non-flavored for a reason. It's unsweetened for
Mm-hmm.
not non-flavored, unsweetened. It's unsweetened for a reason. Like, so you don't need to be putting buku little packets of sugar and lime, and lemons and everything else trying to make it something that it's not. If it's not sweet tea, just fix your mouth to drink some little flavored water and just chill. But I hate when I see people putting buku sugar in iced tea. That's not what it's there for. That's all I'm saying.
I just want to ask a question.
I'm listening.
What if people like the sweet tea sweetened to their liking?
And
they oftentimes find that the sweet tea is too sweet.
Like,
then what?
you talking like Claire Manuel sweet tea. Like the kind that like...
Oh my God. Yes, syrup. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about syrup. I'm talking about the sweet tea. Yes. Like, let's say if the aforementioned restaurant sweet tea is continuously too sweet for you. So you ask for unsweet tea because you want to drink sweet tea and you sweeten it to your liking.
I feel like
I
feel like it goes down a rabbit hole of now what were you using? You using the Splenda or you using the Acti, whatever the little different type of sweeteners, and like one of them gonna give you cancer. They probably all gonna give you cancer. You're gonna use that pure cane sugar or you're gonna use that Cube Daddy. It's too many things that's going on there. Too many decisions. I wanted factory settings. I don't need all the rest of that. And I feel like when I see people doing it, you're making tea something that it ain't. Los, as the voice of the hood, what's your take on when you walk somewhere and it's not sweet tea?
Now, it depends on where you're at. If you're at a work setting and you're working around, our quotations, your people.
Dwights. We can call them Dwights.
Yeah,
Dwight Howard,
Dwights. I think it's, if you, it wouldn't burn my Boudin if you put a couple one package of sugar in there and squeeze some limes in there. I don't drink iced tea. I think it's disgusting. Anyway, but I don't want to see you have like you shouldn't put 19 sugars in there and be asking people, hey, can you pass the sugar from over at the table? You can't do that. And getting everybody else lemons and stuff. You know, hey, you gonna use them lemons? Can I have that? Yeah, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But if you with black folks, you know, do your thing, man. But I just think if you in a work setting like that, bro, just keep it one sugar and a couple of lemons, whatever lemons in front of you or whatever's in there, and you know, just like you said, pucker up and drink that bullshit and get on about your business.
In my experience with putting sugar in sweet tea, it don't ever dissolve. So I always end up just chewing the sugar.
You talking about regular tea?
Regular tea. I'm saying
unsweet
with ice, like iced tea, non-sweet. You put sugar in it and you stir, and then the sugar just be dancing at the bottom of the cup.
It do.
And so when you go to like suck it, it's you chewing sugar.
That wasn't sugar, brother.
So I don't get the point anyway. To be honest with you, I like to think that I got a very mature taste palate. So if somebody brings me sweet tea, I'm with you. I'm not gonna add sugar to it. I'm gonna just enjoy the sweet tea.
The unsweet tea.
The unsweet tea, excuse me.
Yeah. I mean,
enjoy it.
That's what I just fixed my mouth, and I think it just burns my booty to watch people try to do. Let me ask you this: were y'all ever around that guy who, like, when you were around the high school, maybe early college age, would go to a restaurant and be like, yeah, let me just get a glass of water and buku lemons?
I can't stand that shit.
I don't ever want to be around that person.
Nah, I know people and women do the same thing. Want a whole cup of lemons too. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
And then squeeze them all in there and put some sugar and then try to make themselves a little
lemonade. Stupid. When they got the whole machine right there, you save 33 cents for doing that dumb shit. Yeah.
You know what?
But
they
also,
burn my booty.
On the flip side, I wish I could be that person. Like, I wish I was more of a penny pincher because I think I spend too much money. So I wish that I was just an extreme penny pincher to where I did stuff like that, so that eventually all them lemonades that I made on me, that I made on behalf of the restaurant, in 60 years, I would have $20,000.
Or in 60 years, you have a Gucci wallet.
$25.
I don't know, maybe $612. Los.
A guess.
I mean, no, Los. Think about how many times you ate out and ordered a lemonade. And lemonade gonna cost you over $1.
I only get water. I don't drink that type of stuff. I get water, brother.
Okay, my bad. Excuse me.
Now if you can self make Hennessy, now we talking.
You put some hops. Can I just get some hops?
Yeah, fuck it.
I think the way to self make Hennessy is to go to the liquor store before you go wherever you're going, and then just
get a flask.
Do that under the table, Dad.
Yeah, I do that in the movies. Only in the movies.
Yeah. That's very much. Let me tell you another thing that burned my booty this week, man. They not gonna make this go viral, so we should. Let's make this go viral. That burns my booty.
Oh, when people say it?
That's your opinion.
What you mean? Why that's my a little African boy
like
made a windmill. They not gonna make this go viral. So a black coach stopped the gunman and hugged him in the hallway and took the gun from him. They not gonna make this go viral, so we will.
Yeah.
A black girl graduated from Princeton and she the class president. They not gonna make this viral, so we will.
Okay.
So do you agree that Los? Roger said that's my people. Los, do you see this a lot?
I do see that. And you know what I do? I never share it. I just skip right over like, hey, y'all go.
Of course. I don't even like it.
My thing is tomorrow or 2 days later, nobody's gonna care nothing about that. Like, relax, man.
A black boy is going to the STEM Academy. They not gonna make this viral, so we will. We will.
I skip 99% of things that I see on social media. I'm tired. I'm tired of it. I see, so that means the 1%. I'm on social media to see the 1%.
You're 1%.
So you saying how many scrolls does it take for you to see something like, oh, okay?
Well, so I guess in that it takes me whatever. I mean, let me say 90%, so I can go 9 out of 10. It takes me 9 stupid posts to get one post that I might like. Might like it.
9 little flips of the thumb, huh? Bloop, bloop, bloop.
And most of the time, I'm liking stuff from my friends. Like I'm just liking stuff because I like that person. Now we already talked about. Yeah, we have. Yeah. Like even if sometimes I fight with myself on if I don't really like this person. But that's a fire post. But I don't like him, so I'm not liking him.
I don't.
Hey, you ever like something and take your like back? Have you ever took your like back before?
I won't do that. It get to my screen. It get to the top of my screen, and then I'm like, you know what, man? Let me go ahead and like that because I gotta be fair with my likes.
Oh, I'm opposite. Sometimes I
as
impulse.
If somebody else gonna know.
Sometimes I impulse like it and be like, it get to the top of my screen, and be like, nah, I ain't gonna give him that, and I take my like back.
I've been on like streaks before. Like I'll be drunk sometimes and just be liking. Like. But I don't do it on Facebook. 100%. I do it on Instagram. I like everything.
Yeah, I have.
I mean, it is a thing, man. Listen, this is another phenomenon that kind of burns my Boudin, and I don't know. I think definitely me and Los have heard this before. So the context was me and you were kicking in one day. And I don't remember who we were around, but we were having a conversation, and they was like, man, I feel like I'm at a real live recording of the podcast right now, just listening to you talk.
Oh, yeah.
And listening to y'all two go back and forth. And probably over the 2.5 years that we've been doing this podcast, which sounds like a while, right? Over the 2.5 years that the Best Friend Weekend. Wow.
Like a real sound effect.
One day we're gonna get a budget and we're gonna have real sound effects. Los, that didn't sound like a real sound.
That wasn't it?
I don't think that was the right tone. Raj, what's the sound effect we're supposed to do?
Wow, 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 wow.
That sounded like whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Okay, anyway. So in the years we've been doing the podcast, people come up to me and they'll be like, oh man, like just talking to you in person is like weird because I listen to it every week and it's kind of like, not weird, but it's funny because I feel like I'm listening to it every week. So what burns my Buddha is that people listen to the pod and feel like they don't have to talk to us in real life. Like,
your phone dry?
So to speak. Like, people would be like, oh yeah, man, I ain't talked to Al in 3 months. But I listen to him every Friday. So they feel like we be talking.
Same thing.
Now, this isn't no PSA for people to just be blowing me up because I really don't like talking on the phone like that. However, it's just a funny phenomenon, dog. But holla at me. Shit, give me an opportunity to not answer the phone. How about we do that? Like,
make that boy feel better.
But it actually happens the opposite way too. I got partners. Shout out, this podcast brought to you by Dre Hype. Me and Dre went a long time without talking on a regular. And then once the podcast happened, he started hitting me up a lot more regular. Like, hey, I heard that shit y'all said on the podcast the other day. I want to talk about it. Like,
goddamn.
It worked both ways, man. It's just kind of an aside. Hey, hold on. I
burn my boot. I got a Boudin burning this week, man.
Okay, go ahead.
I got a Boudin dead this week, bro. Pause. What burns my Boudin? Need to set the stage, right? I'm a 3-time a day shitter.
What burn you? What?
My Boudin, nigga. Boy.
Oh, okay.
Boudin.
That's what I heard too.
Anyway. I
gotta get that like Blank Man.
Like Boudin.
Shut up. So look, I'm regular, right? I take the kids to the pool at least 3 times a day. What burns my Boudin is I don't like bathrooms without good reception. Huh. Like if I'm taking the shit and my phone not working, my IG not working right, I can't stand that, bro. If you got a toilet in there, you got to have at least a little boost or something. So I won't have just one ball while I'm on the toilet, bro. Because who wants to take a shit without their phone? Like, that should be driving me when I can't use my phone and my shit not working while I'm on the toilet. Happened to me today, too.
That's fair. That's fair.
I would say if I have ever encountered that would have burned my boudin as well. But I don't think I've ever encountered a bathroom with low reception.
I actually have
terrible.
I have a file in my phone called Airplane, and it's just for apps that I use when I'm on the plane, like games and stuff like that, because I don't have reception. So I think I'll just go to my games app, that Airplane app, and I just tough it out with that. But I would still be drove because I don't really be wanting to play games. I really be wanting to read stuff.
Yeah.
And so
Burn my boudin.
An audiobook. Get you some audiobooks on your phone.
That's what I do. I do listen to book audiobooks. Yeah. Dapper Dan, that's what I'm listening to right now.
Get some, download them to your phone and be ready to go.
Yeah.
That's it.
You said Boo Boo audiobooks?
Yeah. No, it's called Dookie Daddies.
Okay, y'all are stupid.
Okay.
All right, last thing that burned my boudin this week, which is a real thing. Okay, so I was at work last week and it was like this big meeting, a bunch of big wigs, a bunch of university people, and people talking about just some big plans to do some stuff with some loot. And one of the ladies was talking about like her philanthropic efforts and the dope stuff she does and the organization she's involved with. Everybody was kind of peacocking, sticking their chests out, talking about what they do in the community. And she mentions, I'm sit on the board, or I run this program called All Kids Lives Matter. And this is what it's all about. And then she starts talking about how kids' lives matter and this and that and the shit. And she didn't even know how offensive and asshole-ish of a thing that was. And I didn't come for her because I wasn't in a place where like I could have really came. It wouldn't have been necessary. Like if I'd have came for that woman, it would have ended bad.
You didn't pull your sleeve up?
But any quote unquote any fill in the blank lives matter burns my boudin. And don't do that shit. Period. That's all I got.
Hey,
asthma daddy lives matter. No, dog. No.
You didn't pull your sleeve up so she can see your tattoo?
I should have. I mean,
I thought for sure you would have did that.
That would have been enough.
Yeah, and just lay it on the table.
Like I'm getting my blood,
like
she gets my blood pressure.
Yes, just lay it
Put
right
it on the
there.
table like she about to do my blood pressure right in front.
And then with your fist closed and just sit there the rest of the meeting. Don't say nothing.
Squeeze.
Just
no,
keep talking.
Have a little stress reliever and keep squeezing it in her hand so she can see my tat.
She would have been like, "Oh, wait, sorry."
Yeah, I mean, in her head, I bet she thought that was like, it's a novel. It probably made sense. It probably was like, yes, we care about these kids, and these kids' lives matter as well. But any type of lives matter is a spit in the face of the Black Lives Matter movement. It's a parody, and it's a spit in the face. Kids are important. Should have been the name of your group.
I think you can't expect people who are not black or who haven't gone through that struggle to understand, that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has no clue, not even remotely close to the least thing we go through on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So a lot of things like that, you can't really blame those people because they're so far removed from the actual cause and the problem and what we really talking about and what it really means. And you can't even explain it to them. They're so far removed. So, I mean, I get it, burn your boudin, but we can't really blame that poor white lady for that shit. And she got a big wig, so she don't have no clue.
A big wig.
You said there's a bunch of big wigs there.
Oh, a bunch of big wigs. He brought it full circle. That's funny. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I just think she could have called it Kids Matter Too or Our Kids Matter. Anything would have been fine. That's neither.
Children are our future.
That's blank matters. It's the same thing. Oh, it's got to have the word lives.
Yeah, got lives. Lives is the part. Kids, I mean, white people matter is fine. White lives matter sounds terrible. I mean, it's not, all of them are borderline, but if you really just kind of making it a parody by using the same verbiage is where come on, Raj.
Like, are the kids dying?
Was like,
that's the question. The kid get shot or something every day?
Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, make this country great, or make the trap $2.99 again. If you put "make" and "again" at the end, it's clearly a parody of "Make America Great Again." Like, that's the words you can't put at the beginning and the end if you're not trying to be a parody. Lives matter if you use that at the end, then you're trying to make it a parody. It's like that's the correlation in my head.
Sure, no, I'm not mad at you.
All right, let's talk about some stories. I want to talk about some stories. So in Summertown, Tennessee, the scariest haunted house in the United States is giving you 20 recs if you finish the tour. But you got to sign a 40-page waiver, like with all kind of and pass a physical to even enter it. The entry price is simply a bag of dog food. For this dude, one of this dude's 5 dogs. Your whole tour is gonna be filmed and everything, and people say this things happen to them on the side, but they got like footage of the complete show. You gotta be 21 years or older. 18 to 20 with the parents' approval. The physical, pass a background check, be screened via Facebook, FaceTime, or phone, proof of medical insurance, 40-page waiver, pass a portable drug test on the day of the show. Okay.
And you can't be high?
What the hell is going on in this haunted house that's gonna give you 20 recs? I'm confused. What's your thoughts?
I think they're playing with your senses. Like I think they from what I saw, I watched the video on it. I think they blindfold you. And then they said they screen you, ask you what you're scared of, and those type of things. And they kind of tailor to the person. Because it has to be something where all you got to do is buy that man some Alpo to get in there. That's crazy. But I think they're playing with your senses, man. I think they blindfold. I don't think you can see from what I saw, the couple of videos I saw. And they just kind of playing with your sensory, that side of your brain. I think it's a bunch of nerds in there and know what to play on your sensory and all that. And it's probably some shit going on that mess with you. You can't see, it's all kind of stuff. But it got to be crazy. Well, all you got to do is pay some dog food to get in there. And if you pass, you get through, he give you 20.
How long you think the experience is? Do they keep you in there for like 3 days to be like, nah, you're going to stay here until you break?
I feel like if you get to the end, I think they might extend that thing.
Right?
Right. Like, hold on, bro.
Who's subsidizing this 20 recs?
Yeah, you're going to earn this, dude. But yeah, I think they're playing with your senses, man.
I don't know, Raj. When the last time you've been to a haunted house?
I went to a haunted house last year.
Okay.
And of course I I finished it and I didn't get 20,000, nor did I have to sign a waiver. I'll tell you what I think. I think that this haunted house, is like, if you sign in 20 pages of a waiver,
40.
Granted, 40 pages, 40 pages of a waiver. Like I've been involved like in, let's say like school sports, like they could have they could have 40 pages in school sports because a lot of shit could happen.
They don't, it's 2.
And you can try to talk yourself out or paperwork yourself out of loopholes. I don't think that there's a loophole in this. I think if you get slapped in the face with a dick, it is
covered
completely in the waiver wire. Like that's in the waiver.
Because that's what you're scared of. That's one of the things you told him you were scared of.
Yeah, and you say, "Hey man, I got a fear dicks in my face, bro." Oh, okay.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying like I think that they just got certain things in there to where it's like, you signed this waiver, like you didn't read page 37. We said that we was gonna slap you with a dick in your face if you got to the end, and just to see if you know what I'm saying. I don't know. So all I'm saying is I think that they had so many things on the table at this haunted house that ain't nobody getting that. Nobody gonna just give away $20,000. And from what I'm understanding, from what I'm reading, it's got a 24,000 person waiting list.
Wow.
So
that's a lot of.
They're not about to just give $20,000 away. They got some crazy people in this world, and they got some stuff that I think that they do in that haunted house that I'm gonna say all of them aren't cool with. Like we gonna vomit on you, like all bad stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the video I saw people had. Yeah, well, yeah, nobody.
Anything.
I don't think Tank in there, but I think they had stuff on people's face, like masks and stuff on people's face. One guy had his mouth was permanently open or something. Like it was weird. Like they had people going through their weird stuff, and they mind you, they film you the entire time. But I just feel like maybe it's a low key drug ring because I know in Louisiana we call dog food heroin. And maybe to get in, you got to bring some heroin in there. And that's why he ain't tripping about giving nobody 20. if you win.
Because you bring enough heroin, that's $20,000 worth of heroin. It makes sense.
I think that's another thing. The air could be infused with some wild shit, with some stuff that make you scared. Like, Batman. If we had,
I'm about to say that.
If we had the best friend weekend haunted house and we wanted to make it that live to where we giving people 20 racks to get, like, if they could get out, man, we gonna make sure that nobody's getting these 20 racks.
You're not getting out. You're not getting out.
Yeah, like you're gonna want to leave.
I'm gonna let one person out after, like, so we could say, "Ooh, that boy made it." Like, you could make it too, but the person we let out will be Rumble. So, like,
yeah.
And y'all boys fugazi.
That's wicked.
No, but I mean, Los, when the last time you been to a haunted house?
I don't do that. I ain't paying nobody to try to scare me, man. Fuck that stupid shit.
Yeah, I ain't been to them either. But it's like, this the season. A lot of people in Houston, like, we should go to a haunted house this weekend. Like, I heard that at work, like, this tonight. And I was like, it's not really my cup of tea to go to a haunted house. I haven't been since Hell House in Louisiana, in New Iberia back in the day. Raj, you went to Hell House?
I've been to Hell House.
So, Los, if you don't know, and the people out there, y'all probably don't know what Hell House is. Hell House was like, and I think the girl might even went to school with me. It was like somebody's crib, and they made a haunted house in in New Iberia. And basically, the haunted house was, it was at a church or a crib, one of the two. Was it a church?
It was a church.
That's Catholic. All day long.
Definitely wasn't Catholic. It's just like,
no, it actually was Catholic.
No way.
Yeah,
that was a Catholic church over there on Lure Street.
I don't think it was at the church, but it was at a place, and the Catholic Church put it on.
Oh, okay, I did not know that. So the Hell House was supposed to be like all of the, like, y'all probably saw that little joking parody thing where they, like, black dudes go in the haunted house and they like, this your kid, and they start running, and then another room they got like some Jordans that they folding up and shit, and the niggas like they getting all scared about, clown stuff that niggas would be tripping over. I'm the police, whatever. That one, the Hell House in New Iberia, was like a baby. I remember it was like an abortion, and it had like an abortion baby like sitting there still blinking, and then they had like a drunk driving accident, and like some kids all laid out dead, and like a boy committed suicide. I remember one of the rooms, he like sitting in the room and he like shot himself in the head. And like you walking through this kind of stuff. And that's what the Hell House was. That's what I remember in it.
And yeah, no, that's exactly what it was. And they know your name. And they look at you dead in your eye.
Yeah, they do know your name. Because they know you from...
So what you think about that, Roger?
Yeah, that sounds like some kind of shit. Hey, bro, you had one too many, my brother.
No, I didn't. That's the thing.
No, that's what I was told him.
I went to
the drunk driver.
We went to Hell House, and what Aldo was trying to say is we went to Hell House when we was young.
Yeah.
Like we might have been at most 19. At most.
Oh no, man! I remember being there when I was like 14. Like,
okay, well that's what I'm saying. I'm just making sure. I was saying at most for you.
Yeah.
I think I was 16 whenever I went, and all of the things that you just said, like all of the depictions in the different rooms, that's exactly what was happening. And the crazy thing is they knew our name.
Yeah. Like
they called out everybody's name, and it was looking, the narrator, the person that came out and was like, suicide is a real life thing.
Yeah.
What you think about that, Roger? And they look at me dead in my face, not guessing who Roger is. They know who I am. And that shit was
think the girl name was Decca that went to school with me, who was like over there. But They actually got a room, and it was like this black dude, and he was getting like a bunch of white boys just beat him to death because he was talking to a white girl, and then the dude came in and was like, "What you think about that, Rush?" I couldn't help myself, Rush. Raj was like, man, fuck you.
That would have been too far. That's the type of shit they do at the 20.
You would have quit? You would have quit, Rock? Fuck this shit.
They don't know me. They don't know me. They know damn. Like, look, I'm letting y'all know right now. That's the type of shit they do at that 20 racks one. I'm going. I'll be cool. What? Call me nigga all y'all want, man. Relax, waiting for me after I finish.
Damn, enemies.
But didn't they say no? But didn't they say on the 20,000 you got to tell them stuff about you? So you never know.
You got to do a field interview. Yeah, they gonna be pulling out snakes on you and all kind of stupid shit.
Oh yeah, just nothing but. I was about to say the word, but I can't even use it no more.
Relax.
Nothing but skeleton. That's what
There you go. Oh no, but in the Hell House, I remember this now too. It was like the devil would come, or God would come out, and they'd be like, you could either go to heaven or hell. And then like everybody went to heaven, and that's how you leave out of the Hell House. And like they give you like it's somebody went church to hell. Group giving you pamphlets. But if you go to hell, they say you just walk out the back of their building. You're like in a little alley.
Damn.
That lead to nowhere, a brick wall or something, man. Anyway, man, it's Halloween season. If y'all want to go to a haunted house, go check one out. I wonder if they're still doing the Hell House in the B. If you live around the Acadiana area, let us know, man. Reach out, tell us if they're still doing the Hell House. If so, Rod, you gonna be out there in a couple weeks, man. You might as well go pull up to the Hell House, man.
Sound like scared.
Yeah, might as well.
Catholic scared straight to me.
Catholic scared straight. You stupid. Hey, Los just mentioned something that I definitely feel like we gotta address. Just because I mean it's what people talking about, so why the hell not, man? Hit the let's listen to Angela Yee and and Tank have a little discussion.
So let's say a guy sucked a dick one time.
Jesus Christ.
Does that mean that?
What does that mean?
Say twice. We said twice earlier.
Why are you
Guy
so
sucked a
confused?
dick twice. I'm waiting for the rest of this. A guy sucked a dick twice. Does that make him gay?
No. Here's the thing. Okay, so
I just sucked a dick twice.
And this is twice as excessive. Okay,
No,
so but let's dig into it, right? Okay,
he did.
He sucked the dick once, right? And then he's like, I'm not sure if I liked it or not.
Let me try it again.
Let me try it again. And then he says, you know what? It's not for me. Don't like the taste. You see what I'm saying?
Don't like the taste.
We're not talking about chicken. We talking about dicking.
Well, you know what?
Dick in his jaw.
Dick in his jaw.
How you made a bar out of chicken and
Because
dick.
she's an artist at heart. Yeah. It's natural. It comes natural.
But it doesn't mean he's gay. It means he sucked dick twice.
Okay. So just for the sake of your argument, that's okay. I got you.
Because the art of being gay is being gay.
It's being
It's
in
a
the moment.
continuous state of being.
So if you lie 10 times, you're not a liar. You just lied.
Well, 10 times you damn near.
That's
pro.
a lot of
So
practice. So what's the limit? So anything above 2, you get a second chance, and then if you keep it going, then there you are.
You strike out at 3.
Yeah, pretty much.
You strike out at 3.
All right.
So my first thought, and I know Raj, we go left a lot of times, and this might be a Raj observation. So my first thought is that our podcast way liver than they shit. They didn't seem funny.
Yeah.
They didn't. I wouldn't laugh. I wouldn't listen to that. I didn't. I'm sorry. It didn't. It seemed mad corny to me though. But I mean, maybe people listen to us and we corny as shit too. I don't know. Possibly. What are your thoughts on Tank's statement of 2 times you're good, 10 that's way too many? You gotta. So go ahead.
Let me. So I don't know. I can't really compare this to anything, but let me just draw this picture for you. I think if you got it on your mind, you're gay. Like that's it. Like if you got it on your mind to do it once, you're gay. But let me humor Tank. I did it one time. I don't really know if I like it like that. So let me try again. That's gay. But hold on. I went down on this dude one time in 2 strokes. That's 2 times to me. You know what I'm saying? Like if I the 2 backs and go forward one time, back one time, forward one time, back one time. That's 2 times. Not 2 different occasions. You can't immerse yourself in a big head game and then call that one time. No, that's more like however many times it took that dude to bust his nut. So if it take 60 times, that's 60 strokes, that's 60 times. And then the next time is another 60 times. So that's 120 times.
I even played a full season of dick sucking. Gotcha. And you strike out at 3. That's a lot of,
I don't have strong opinions on it or thoughts. I mean, I kind of feel like I guess the conversation started with how women get away with certain things and men don't. It was from the what's the name of her lip
Lip
service
service.
podcast.
Lip service. Yeah.
So I mean, they say if a woman ate another woman out or whatever it is, and she did it twice, then and said, "Nah, I don't really do that no more." You can still kind of look at her as bi, or she just tried some stuff and she not necessarily gay. Like there's a whole bunch of little denominations and how the way masculinity works is that if you do it that one time, then you're gay, right? He even taking it a step further to say if you do it twice. I don't have strong thoughts on it, man, because I mean, like, I think I completely agree with you, Raj, that if it's on your mind, then at least, like, if you want to call yourself bisexual as a man, then fine. But you're not straight no more.
Yeah, no, at all.
I mean, and that's kind of where I'm at with it. It's like, you don't have to necessarily, you don't have to be gay. Like, you're not just a homosexual just because you suck somebody's dick twice. But you're not straight no more. You didn't suck some dick twice. Like, you're something else. You're different. Come up with another word. But you're not like, you're not straight no more. You didn't dome boys up twice. Like doming. And thinking about the concept of doming, cutting, you dome something. Like, is that how you want to break into the gay game? Like, to figure out if you're gay or not by doming something? Cut? Like, wow.
You don't want to let a nigga take you on a date or anything?
Kiss him. Kiss him. Cut. Kiss that man. Cut. And see if you like it. Cut. And let that man try to jack you off. Cut. And if you hard cutting when he doing it, then you're probably gay. But if you can't, if you're like, oh, that's uncomfortable, don't touch me, then you're not gay, bro. And guess what you didn't have to do? You didn't have to dome it.
Yeah, but I feel like if you start sucking somebody's dick, another guy's dick, you kissed him already. You know what I'm saying? And you piped up your mouth wet. Like, dog, what are you doing? You a whole punk out here to me.
And then Los,
your mouth wet.
The killing part is that you did that twice.
Yeah.
And then you realize you didn't like it.
So look.
I knew the first time I ate sugar grits, I didn't like it.
My mouth was water.
And I never tried it again.
First time I had chilies, I only need to eat chilies. One time, like, chilies ain't for me. I'm cool. I don't gotta taste this shit no more. But I was thinking, like, those while back when those little dudes was getting knocked down by Eddie Long, and he was flying boys out or whatever. I think we talked about it on here, I believe. But dudes was performing fellatio on that man in the back of the church, and when they interviewed those dudes, some of those dudes was flaming, and then some of them was like had kids and stuff. So my question is that kind of the same thing? I don't think Eddie Long was forcing them. So I'm sure a couple of dudes and sucked dick more than 2 times, and they was teenagers. So are they considered homosexuals?
Well, I don't know. You talking about situations where like power is involved and maybe they didn't know necessarily because they was young. I mean, they got a lot of little different.
16.
They got different nuance though. I mean, but they got different nuance. Like people go to jail and they end up doing stuff like when they that's not how they really feel. They just do it for position and power and to be like not to be looked at as like a subservient, whatever it is. So they got different levels. But I think what Tank is referencing is just regular nigga just out here in these streets. Yeah. Doming.
That's wild though. I mean, I really do like Roger said, man. If I get down there to come on, dog, I can't even say it. That's crazy. You get out there to suck a nigga dick, dog. It's on your head. That's not nothing you're just curious about. I wonder how a dick tastes. That's nothing to be curious about, man.
I don't know. Yeah, the minute it come to your mind like that, that's what you want to try. I feel like it's I mean, I honestly though, Raj, I think there just needs to be a different word. I think that's where I'm at with it. I think gay, if you don't want to be gay, fine. You don't have to be gay. You only suck dick twice. You don't have to be gay.
Yeah, you're just a non-straight. No, you're a non-straight. You're a non-straight.
Crooked.
That's you.
Nah, I'm I can agree to that. I can agree to that because
you crooked. Crooked Hillary.
I can agree to that. I see nothing wrong here.
Where's the lie, all right?
Yeah, because I just don't have no interest, like I don't have no and I'm saying me from a straight person, like I don't have no interest in even knowing, like at all, like
that don't taste.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like at all, like I, and somebody that do, then like you said, you can't call yourself straight no more
exactly.
because like. okay, maybe you don't like doing that, but they got some women that don't like doing that as well, and they still like men. So like, what you gonna eventually like to do something?
You gonna like to do
something. You gonna want to be in the company of a man. You know, like you already
to hold you or
the
something
intimate.
Yeah,
right.
Just,
you want to watch a movie with that man. Go to a haunted house. Something.
Okay. And I think y'all are both, and I appreciate both of y'all for, even though y'all might, the listener might not think, I appreciate both of you guys for your maturity right now, because y'all not really. It doesn't sound like you're really judging anybody's sexual like what you want to do, but it's just a matter of, bruh, if that's what you want to do, own it, own your truth.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Don't be sitting here talking about I ain't that. I mean,
so do we think Tank gay?
Who?
Or he jagged? Nah, we think Tank jagged?
I don't think Tank gay. Nah.
No, let me tell you why. I'm so glad you asked that question, Los. I really think Tank was just caught in feminism. He was just caught in the middle of feminism, feminist podcast, and he had to say something that, because feminism and homosexuality kind of almost go hand in hand. Like, he found himself in a position where he couldn't be like, nah, them niggas gay. He had to just
y'all didn't
logically try to explain it.
And y'all didn't hear his voice change. But he didn't start sounding a little spicy.
No, but his whole, like, I think Raj is 100%, like 100% Raj. I think if you watch the video, because I watched the video when I was splicing out the clip, it's very much him in a room with women. Trying to, like, his whole, you know how Tank, his whole persona is suave, masculine. You're not, you know what I'm saying, ladies, man. You're not gonna say nothing that's gonna make women offend the women in the room. And so you're gonna say something that's gonna make you sound like,
if a dude suck a dick twice, he gay. That's not gonna offend the women in the room. If you ever watch that show,
calling somebody gay gonna offend somebody.
Not in their room. If you ever watch that show, they wild in there.
I hear you, but the audience who's watching that is mostly women, right? And listening. I mean, it's not just those women who's sitting in that room. And then there's public backlash because he's a celebrity. Like, if he came out and said some stuff, gay bashing Tank. Think about this. Maybe a bunch of gay dudes be buying Tank albums because they like, you know what I mean? Like, thinking Tank hot.
He sucked dick twice.
Maybe that's a marketing ploy. Don't say nothing bad about it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the thing about it is he getting backlash anyway, because online, if you look at the comments, everybody's saying, "Oh, Tank gay, come on out the closet, Tank."
That ain't gonna hurt.
But that's actually, I don't think that's gonna hurt Tank at all. It wasn't even about Tank being gay, because I think that if you ask everybody that had seen the video, if you really think Tank is gay, they'd probably be like, nah. You got internet trolls out here that'll be like, oh, Tank gay, oh, Tank gay. But everybody that really know Tank ain't gay. Like, Tank done made songs about women that's documented, like, on iTunes and shit.
That don't mean he's not gay.
It's all good.
So
it's all good, Tank.
Hey, we thought Frank Ocean was making that song about a woman until we found out he was talking about a dude.
No, we didn't. You did.
I didn't know Frank Ocean was gay when he first came out.
Boy, I knew Frank Ocean was gay from the start.
Oh, well, you probably been following him longer than I have. I only heard that first song.
Man went to UL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we did talk.
Roommates.
I mean, but at the end of the day, though, I think that the whole idea that Tank is just, I think he's one of those guys who's just in that situation having a conversation. Making that statement doesn't make him gay. He's just trying to articulate in real time. He don't have a podcast every week. I think that you are more equipped to answer that question in real time than he is, Los, because, like, you have to talk and think on your feet a lot more than probably. I mean, he probably does to an extent, but he probably was trying to parse his answer, be politically correct, say a whole bunch of things, say something funny, say something insightful, pander to both sides.
I would have offended everybody in their room.
I wouldn't have. I would have answered it the same way we just answered it on here. And I think you can articulate that point, that you can say, you know what, I don't think you're necessarily gay, but I don't think you're straight either. Like, I think that could be.
I don't want Dave Chappelle in that thing.
Los, you should know this. You should know this, like, definitely better than Tank, is that you only got one shot. You're on a podcast, and it's live, and, like, they're recording it, like, video live, you know? You got one shot to say what you got to say, you know? Like, it's not like you could go home and think about it. Like,
I get that. But to say it's cool if you suck two dicks out there, that wouldn't have been mine.
I don't think he said it was. I mean, he did. I guess he did say it's cool.
No, he definitely said if you can suck dick twice and you still not be gay.
Yeah, I mean, I get his point. I get where he's trying to come from. I think, but I don't think that necessarily reflects on him being his sexuality. I think it's just kind of like he's trying to
his philosophy.
Yeah,
can't rule it out.
I think it's just his philosophy more than his sexuality.
And we talk about this a lot. Now, I've said this before, maybe on air, maybe I haven't. That there's like obviously I always kind of preface with saying there's nothing wrong with being gay. I know gay people. Like I've hung out with a lot of gay folks in the past that's like very funny dudes, very like some clowns that I know that's like, oh, that dude is hilarious. I like when that dude around, he be clowning, he be reading people and whatever the case may be. But like, I think there's a time, and I want to put it like this, where in your life, if a guy touches, like if me and Los watching football and we sitting on the sofa and he rub his hand on my leg, I'm going to be so uncomfortable. I'm gonna move because and I'm not gonna be like, boy, stop it. Like I'm not gonna flash out on him or whatever. I'm just gonna like, bruh, stop, bruh, stop.
Hey, relax.
Stop
man.
touching.
Hey,
relax.
Stop it,
like, relax. Like, cause like physically, I'm gonna be like, what are you doing? Like, stop. Like, it's not like a woman touching me. It's just, I don't know if that means I was born that way or if that means society made me that way, the way I'm only attracted. Like, I don't know what that means, but I know it means that I'm not attracted to men. And I think that I think that when you know that in your core that I'm not attracted to men, it allows you to be a lot more open to clowning and like just saying stuff and whatever. Like I don't like, you can take that angle like Tank took if you really confident in your sexuality to say stuff like that. Like, cause he probably doesn't think at all about dudes saying things. Like, it probably never comes up to his mind.
Especially if you only suck it twice. He was like, I was on 2 times. I'm good. I'm straight.
Think about how much you don't think about those things, like, and how much you're comfortable around people of different. I mean, I don't know, Los. Out of us 3, you are the most uncomfortable. So that might say a lot.
I'm not. No, I'm not uncomfortable around them people. That sounds bad. Around homosexuals, I'm cool. I work with a whole bunch of them things, man. I mean, people. So, I ain't got no problem with them. He's rubbing on me and shit.
I think if Tank was gay, his name would be Tank Top. Because that's what them boys all... Well, and this is double entendre. Because it goes to what he was talking about, and that's all them boys be wearing.
I think it's referencing that Le Monde. He called that thing that Tank. Well, we could argue all day about if Tank is gay. Now cue up that music.
So cue that music up.
You know they say if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Aldo NICE.
Ain't nothing nice.
Yeah. All right, so I'm jealous, man. I said this once or twice on the podcast before, but it could always use some reiterating. One of the homies, C.A.P, matter of fact, this podcast brought to you by C.A.P, posted something on Facebook earlier today that took me down this rabbit hole of thinking. So, follow me along here, right? The boy said, and I quote, "I don't know what parents need to hear this, but our cheering is fucking. So you can either buy condoms, administer birth control, or buy diapers and be grandparents, but don't get so caught up in people's opinions about your parenting that you forget that we're humans put here to reproduce. No parent can watch their kids 24/7. It's impossible, and it takes only 5 quick minutes to bust a nut, undressing included. So have those talks about doing it responsibly instead of being naive and saying your child isn't like that. It's not your fault. It's just life." So basically that statement itself isn't what took me down the rabbit hole. It was one of the comments. One of my kinfolks, Punch, he responded by saying something about when we were their age, what we were doing, and imagine these kids today. Listen, I'm jealous of kids with their Snapchat, their Instagram, their Tinder and shit. They could legit have whole relationships and talk their way into some shams without putting in any of the work that we used to have to do back in the day. I got to thinking about all the technology and have it a lot easier than us. And it brought me to the concept of porn, obviously. That's where it always goes to, right? They will never know what it means to rewind a tape back to the exact same time and wait for our parents to leave so we can use the VCR in the front row to watch some 80s dudes with some 80s haircut throw around that French barrier down, or that Le Monde, if you will, in a porn movie with an actual plot with less smashing and dialogue. They'll never know. They got X videos, Pornhub, RedTube. and stuff that we didn't even know nothing. I don't know anything about all of them, but we didn't give a damn. All they got to do is say that they're 18 or over, and your 13-year-old could see parts of the uterus I didn't know existed till I was about 20. All that to say, there's enough porn and things that they have access to. We don't need any more. So this week, when somebody sent me the link to Pastor David Wilson having the Last Supper, you know the video I'm talking about. Old buddy was speaking in tongues with one of the choir members and getting exploited online. Now, she wild for putting that man out there like that. But Twitter wild for letting her see the church porn like that on the internet. It's enough. That shit got out of control. I know y'all seen the video of the dude doing the nasty ass massages where he damn near smashing the women, putting the alls on them, laying all on top of them. I saw a pic online of a dude giving a naked haircut and sent it to the group, a group chat, saying, look, he one-upped the nasty massager with a naked haircut. I mean, I was done at that point. But the uncle did the fool. For some reason, he found the video to go with the picture of the naked haircut. I don't know what I thought I was going to see. I guess I thought it was some comedian clowning like he was gay and giving a haircut. But what I saw ended up scarring me for life. I watched about 16 seconds of the video, and I officially can never say that I've never seen gay porn anymore. The boys went from 0 to 100 real quick. A haircut to some dick grabbing to some dome, like in real quick succession. By the time I hit stop, I couldn't unsee it. It was like 2 girls in 1 cup. It was like Brokeback Mountain. It was what I imagine Atlanta male strip clubs be like. And it's all the uncle's fault for showing it. But I get his logic. I'm big in the philosophy of, if I had to see this shit, then you got to see this shit too. But in either case, it's way too much porn on the internet. I need my porn in contained spaces where adults can access it with categories so I don't accidentally see no bullshit that I don't want to see. And I ain't got nothing nice to say about Twitter for not having safeguards in place to protect me from unwanted sex videos. So I won't say nothing at all. Is that where y'all get y'all unwanted sex videos from Twitter? No, Los was saying earlier he get them from Facebook Message.
Hey, that's some weird stuff. But yes, Twitter definitely. You'll be scrolling down and then some pop. You like, come on, man. Like I saw it on Twitter as well before he sent it, and I was like, I'm not sending this to the group. Like, I'm not sending that through my Wi-Fi. It's ridiculous. But it definitely was way too wild for me. And you was right. These kids do have it very well. They don't know nothing about making sure you rewind that tape back to 0. So when your daddy go to use it, he don't see nothing wrong with what's going on. He pick up right where he ended.
I don't know. I might have said this on a podcast before that one time I accidentally hit record on the video, like instead of play, and it recorded over like a good 10-second segment. I had to go back and I turned my TV to one of those channels that was all blurred out, and then I recorded over the recorded part with the blurred out part. So yeah, it just looked like a little, like the tape messed up. So yeah,
your daddy knew. He knew. He just couldn't say nothing to you.
That was the highlight of my sneaky porn life.
He knew. He knew. He just couldn't say nothing to you.
No, but I mean, it's you see it in all of these public spaces. That's like I said, it's enough places for them to get porn. I don't need to see porn in my Twitter. Just like people be like, oh man, they're gonna take that down off of Instagram. They don't have that nasty video on Instagram. And I'm always okay with that. Take it off of Instagram. Take it off of Twitter. Take it off of Facebook. I don't need to see nudity on those things. I don't need to accidentally scroll by what you think is this fire video of some porn. Who knows when I'm going to be opening this? Who's looking over my shoulder? Like, that's my idea. Like, I don't want to be at my desk.
Yeah, I will say Pastor Wilson I bet his DMs is jumping right now. Pastor Wilson DMs jumping, boy.
He was mulching.
That boy got down. His DMs jumping. I don't know if he's still a pastor at that church, but he can always say he was speaking in tongues. I mean, that's the only real excuse I think he got at this point.
I heard a little bit about the story. They were saying like the woman was trying to be a choir person and like the choir lead, and they told her no, so she released the tape out of spite. But I don't know how true that is. It's funny if it is though. It's very funny if it's true.
The real funny story is I know somebody who visited that church before or whatever.
Oh, really?
And yeah. So yeah, they kind of know they seen the pastor before. They don't know him personally, but they seen him before, and they know his wife. So and they from Shreveport, so in their little Facebook group, pictures of his wife and his family were floating around.
Oh, they from Shreveport?
Yeah. No, the dude from Texarkana.
Oh, okay. It's close
church in
enough.
Texarkana. Yeah, it's close, but they had pictures of.
Where is Texarkana?
North of Shreveport.
Is that which state?
I feel like Texarkana is in like 3 different states. Like there's a Texarkana, Arkansas, a Texarkana, Texas, and a Texarkana, Louisiana. But I could be very wrong about that.
You might be right though.
Like you know how they got a Bastrop, Louisiana. They got a Bastrop, Louisiana, and a Texas.
Border,
like
I think, somewhere. I think it's to the border of Louisiana, Arkansas, and Texas, right? Something like that.
Possibly.
I'm not sure.
I think it's in Arkansas.
Did you look it up?
No.
Okay.
But they had pictures of the man, whole family floating around, and his daughter was saying, "Leave my mama alone." But I think it was just a little side thing. He didn't want to. He got tired of paying the electricity bill or something. Or she felt some kind of way at church, like you said.
I mean, pastors get caught up with this more than the Me Too movement. They get caught up.
At least it wasn't a boy, though.
At
least it wasn't a boy. Yeah, that's true.
Boys be out there getting it in. Man, let's get a quick word from our sponsor because they got a little special extra for you this week. So 5 young Xavier alumni have come together to create the Black Coffee Company, man. Y'all visit theblackcoffeecompany.com to check out their art, apparel, and definitely their coffee. With 5 unique blends of Colombian, Brazilian, Ethiopian, and Peruvian coffees, these brothers are giving you some of the best Java from around the globe and some food for thought as well. These fellas aren't only distributing quality coffee, they preach the major tenets of entrepreneurship, financial freedom, and community empowerment. The whole movement is dope, but don't take my word for it. Visit theblackcoffeecompany.com to see what all the fuss is about. The Black Coffee Company. Coffee for the culture. When it come on,
and it's black. You go to Black Coffee Company. You get a black mug too.
So yeah, a little extra, just like live and direct. Straight from the Black Coffee Company. The guy said if you use the code BFW Podcast, all one word, BFW all caps, then podcast with a capital P, all one word, you'll save 15% on your next purchase on the Black Coffee website. You can go ahead on and get some of the woke shirts, the mugs, the merch, and the coffee. Obviously, you get the coffee too. So everybody who's asking me about Black Coffee, this is your opportunity to get Black Coffee at a discounted rate. Tell them Best Friend Weekend sent you. We out here.
Yeah.
So did y'all hear about this coach in St. Louis at Cardinal Ritter College Prep? So it appears that they were 7-0. Well, this as of like last week they were 7-0. Now they got to basically finish their whole season. Their season is scrapped because the coach played a player who was not academically, he was suspended, I think, because he got in some stuff at the end of last football season. So basically, the kid named Bill Jackson normally wears number 4, and they suited him up in week 1 of the next season and with number 24 and gave him the name Marvin Burks. Told that boy to get out there and kill it.
Do your thing.
Boy ran for about 130 and a 60-yard touchdown, and they said what gave him away was his tattoos. Was the same, but the coach was all on TV talking about this kid's waiting for his opportunity, so we want to give him his opportunity to shine. I love it. I love everything about ignorance.
Yeah, well, coaching does bring a lot of that. You'll see a lot of people doing that type of fuck shit, cheating just to win. Doing anything trying to win. I don't think that suspending that boy the kid for 8 games for the next season. I think, it's enough that he's not playing this year. Maybe give him 3 games next season for his senior year. I don't know what his, what college is looking at him and all of that, but took that man out 8 games for his senior year. It's a bit much because I think in this case, you have to kind of blame the adults because I'm sure they say, oh, no, you suiting up. You on. You ready. Just by, and then you're going to talk about he didn't know. Simple fact that y'all put him in a different jersey under a different name and try to say, oh, these kids change jerseys all the time. Come on, man. Ain't nobody crazy, dog.
100%.
I always wondered why more teams don't do that. Like, Yeah, I got the kid that let's say I'm Westgate High School, right? And so I got a kid that came through. It's 2019 right now. Let's say this kid came through in like 2013, and he signed with Arkansas Baptist, but he was cold for us. He played safety. And then so 4 or 5 years later, he's still in football shape. He might have played a semi-pro game or something like that, some semi-pro season. Might play some flag, and he's still good, and he's a man. Man, go ahead, shave that beard off, man, and come. We got a playoff game this week. And especially if I could if I could make him like I got another player that's like
his same size build
that could have a good game.
But see, it's too many people on the football team to pull it off, man. Without somebody telling.
That's the issue.
Right.
That's the issue.
It's way too many people.
So, but you see, the thing about this situation is that what you're talking about is kind of bad because it becomes a man playing against younger like boys, like a mature person. This situation is not as bad because it's actually he's supposed to be out there. He just was supposed to be suspended. Like, so it's not the worst thing on earth. It's bad morally, but it's not bad like nobody's really in any more danger than they would have been in playing on the field with Marvin Burks. I just love the fact that his name's Bill Jackson and it was like, you get to be Marvin Burks. I know we don't do them little jerseys no more, Raj, like the above the rim jerseys and shit like that, but I would love to get a Burks jersey with a number 24. If I was like in that city, oh yeah, I'd be rocking that Marvin Burks daddy.
Burks daddy.
He got to pick his name, you think?
Nah. He was a freshman. He was a little freshman, some little kid who wasn't going to play.
Oh, you think it was a real kid? He just took like a real kid?
Yeah,
oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
It was a real kid. It was a freshman, somebody who goes to the school. He played a freshman name with that number 4 on.
I didn't know that.
Put him on a whole different name, and just slid
so
him
Marvin Burks was actually on the team still.
Yeah, he was somewhere out there at home. He was there somewhere.
With a hoodie.
But
I think if you're gonna do it, you gotta take a little bit of a sacrifice too. In that you gotta if you're gonna put Bill Jackson in there, you gotta take out your Dennis Rodman. Not your Scottie Pippen, but you gotta take out like your third best player and put him in that position. Like you can't take out a freshman that's like don't really play that much. Oh yeah, we took away his red shirt because of Bill Jackson, so we're gonna go ahead and put him. No, you can't do that. You gotta take a little bit of a sacrifice if you're gonna do it right, and get him some damn Under Armour.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. He need to have all Under Armour up to his hands, dog. Face going, everything,
or
a helmet, the visor.
Or what you could do is just have him sit out that one game he was suspended, and just have him come back the next game and play. Like, that's what you really could do.
But then they'd be 6-1. We don't want that. We don't need that.
Yeah, man.
We need Bill Jackson ass out there.
But my whole thing about that morally, it hurt the other 53 or however many kids they got out there. It hurts everybody else. You know what I mean? Just for that one kid to play.
But Raj, I think is supremely right there. You're supposed to take out like your second string running back, not the freshman Bill Jackson. Take out the second string. But maybe taking out Marvin Burks because Marvin Burks is, like y'all said, the same size and build as him. Maybe they both was 6'1", 185. And they both was like dark skinned. Like they both might have looked exactly alike. So the Under Armour part is really the part. Like, cause he got jacked up because his tattoos. Put the Under Armour, put the visor on him and tell him shut the hell up. And nobody will know the difference. Like,
and
honestly,
keep your head on the whole time.
And I think,
but actually,
I also
the
think
kids
you
on
got
the
to
team
play
won't
against
tell.
an unfamiliar opponent.
I'm thinking week 1 has got to be an unfamiliar opponent, right? Like it's
not all the time.
Cardinal Ritter College Prep. I'm feeling like they playing an unfamiliar opponent week 1.
Maybe.
It depends on how long they've been in that
league. It could happen. It could have been the Jamboree, though.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're not doing it for the Jamboree. No. You're not pulling out that play for the Jamboree.
Not for the Jamboree. Not for the Jamboree. Not for the Jamboree.
That's funny.
I think the only way that works is if you're out, like you out of town and nobody's traveling. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't have a bunch of people traveling. And then too, you still, kids gonna talk. So if you got cheerleaders coming, the band coming, kid gonna be like, hey, you know that with Bill out there balling to my heat Marvin Burks. It's so
Marvin Burks, you wearing Under Armour and a visor all season, Marvin Burks.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like that's what you about to do. Week 1, this how you coming for the rest of the season. This is for the team, Marvin Burks. We're gonna give you some carries, Marvin Burks.
I don't care how thirsty you get. Keep your helmet on.
Matter of fact, everybody else on the team, y'all go out. Get to the field. Yeah. Let's go. Run out there. Hey, y'all two stand back. Y'all come in the locker room.
Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I think I would need and I didn't even think of the band and the cheerleaders. Like they gonna have to stay home. What I'm thinking of is I would have to get 100% vote of confidence from the team. Like, hey, is everybody on par with this? And I don't know what he did, but is everybody on par with this? Like, and if one person, so there's 53, let's just say 53 people on the team. And if the 52nd person said, no, I'm not cool with it, then we're not doing it.
Yeah, I mean, all of that to say, we sitting over here trying to figure out how they supposed to cheat, how they could have cheated more effectively.
You know, like I know people still cheat. People do this all the time.
Oh yeah,
they just happen to get caught.
This ain't the first, second. I mean, we didn't talk
Somebody
about.
got away with it.
Yeah, we didn't talk about stories.
That's the only way we know,
right?
The only way we know is when people get caught.
True.
Somebody didn't got away with it.
Oh, a whole bunch of people got to get away with it.
No, you're right. I'm a redshirt freshman at Southern University. Man, let me go back to my high school and run that rock every week because I'm not playing over here till next season.
Definitely.
I'm going to run that rock for Destrehan every week. Straight like that. Before we get out of here, man, last thing, man, the NBA season started this week. Zion didn't play, man. What's your thoughts on the Zion injury? What's your big takeaway as far as what we need to do with this whole Zion thing?
I think just like every other highly heralded rookie coming in as the number 1 overall pick, like they all had not all of them, but a bunch of them done had a red shirt year of some form or fashion. And I think Zion is no different. To all of the naysayers, to all of the people that's saying, oh, Zion should have lost weight. Oh, he's too heavy. Well, like, how can you call that a gift at one time and then call it a curse at another time? Like, the reason why we love Zion is because of who he is. We can't make that the reason why we scrutinize him because of the person that he is or because of the size that he is or the player profile that he is. Can't do that. He's going to be who he is, and I think he just needs to figure it out. And I also think that it's far too coincidental for us to be jumping, us as a society, to be jumping to conclusions when it's like coincidental. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, it's his first year in the year, like he tore his ACL, he'll never have an NBA career. But what about the fact that he went through 4 years of high school, 1 year of college at the same playing weight? Well, let's say 2 years of high school and 1 year of college at the same playing weight. Like, so I just think it's coincidence. I think players get hurt, and I just think he got hurt. And he'll get better, and he'll come back. It's nothing about weight.
Yeah, I think they make these kids out of those non-factory parts nowadays. And you know the amount of basketball these kids are playing. You know at the high level they're playing. You know if you think about it, I think the last 3 first picks or first 2 picks been hurt. The first been hurt. You know significantly hurt that first year. So you know. It's a lot of basketball being played. I think he's gonna be all right, man. They can say whatever they want to say. I think this injury probably something he's kind of been had, you know, and it just so happened to kind of they said, oh, you know, we're gonna go ahead and fix it the right way here now before you get all the way up in the season and you know really hurt it for real. So I think it's something he's been kind of dealing with since Duke.
Who was the first pick last year?
I said first and second. So Lonzo was the first pick. Last year, right?
Lonzo was never the first pick, but that wasn't last year. That was like
last year was DeAndre Ayton, and he was hurt.
Oh yeah, the big, tall DeAndre Ayton. You're right.
Yeah. And before him, who was it?
It's funny.
Before that, it was Markelle Fultz. Before that, it was Ben Simmons.
Yeah, he was hurt.
So you had Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, Anthony Bennett, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, John Wall. Them boys never got hurt. But then you got Blake Griffin. Greg Oden,
Greg.
Like I'm just saying, there's a bunch of guys that we take it easy on. I just think we should take it.
That's it. The first name that been coming to everybody's Greg Oden, and I posted about it, and you know, it sounded like it should have sounded the way I posted it too, right? That I feel like no one would be saying that about Zion if he was on the Knicks or the Lakers. Like I feel like somebody would say it, but it wouldn't be as much of the vitriol that you hear about it. Like if he was playing for the Knicks or the Lakers, it'd be like, Oh yeah, he'll be back. You know, Blake Griffin missed his whole rookie season and came back and won Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons did the same thing. You know, like that's what it would have been. But since it's Zion and he doesn't play for a big market team, it's like, yeah, no, he's a bust. He's Greg Oden, and that's that. I mean, you know, I'm still, you know, what we said. We got about 6 to 8 weeks. You know, it kind of put a little damper on the party that I was expecting this week. Like, because the news just dropped like Thursday or Friday last week, so it was like, damn, I was hyped for the season to start on Tuesday. Like, and it kind of put a little damper on. I'm still rocking with the Pellies, playoff Pellies. I got my shirt ready.
Playoff Pellies.
We about to do some things, one way or the other. Yeah, man. But all that to say, man, look, we talked a lot. I gave y'all another loud pack, man. So look, y'all do what you always do. You know what I'm saying? Have a good weekend. Make it a best friend weekend. And
Shout out.
we out.
Bow, 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 bow.
I got a ass so big like the sun. Hope you got a mile for a dick. I want to run. Slap it in my face. Shove it down my throat.
Damn.
Nigga, wear your blunt. I can make this pussy smoke. I know how to fuck. I know how to ride. I could spin around and keep the dick still inside. Now your mouth wide. You're looking real scared. I'm a man eater, head hunter. I'm prepared. Yeah, you're running now. You're running. I'm going to put this pussy on you just like this. Put this pussy on your jaws. Now smack. Like it's Thanksgiving and it ain't coming back. Collard greens, neck bones. Nigga, chew this ass. Both hole inspections don't stop till it pass.
What?
Licky, licky, licky. Licky for an hour. I'ma make it rain for you. Here's a golden shower.
Whoa.
Smell it like a flower. My pussy is a rose. Come a little closer. I wanna fuck your nose.
Wow. Holy shit.
How you even respond to something like that when they tell you something like that?
I don't know. Come see, come a little closer. Look, hold on. Come see. Let me fuck your nose.
Like,
shit.
My God.
Who is that?
Like, eat it like it's Thanksgiving? Like, no.
And it ain't coming back. Like, Thanksgiving is never coming back.
Like corn pudding, in other words.
It's the last corn pudding you get to have? That's rough.
Turkey roll ass.